Hey fam, just wanted to do a little update today. Every day is different for me when dealing with these negative entities, these jinn or whoever they are, and their kids. So today, I went back, to the homeless area, um, which I found very interesting because it's like all government buildings, but it's literally also a campsite for homeless. And also, volunteers just show up all the time and drop off food. So it's very interesting area. So I go there to get some free food, and I knew that eventually I'd start getting some attacks from the negative entities. Um, and that's exactly what happened today. Um, they were, being very aggressive again, and they're very big on judgment. And if you have a conversation, if you're a targeted individual and have to deal with mind control, that's probably one of the programs that they run, trying to shame you and lower your vibration. And one of the things that I have realized is that only the greatest one, only the Creator, only the Almighty can judge. And these entities who have no morals and are most likely psychopathic and want to kill and distort and manipulate everybody have the nerve to run judgment routines on you. And so, since the psychobabble didn't work, they decided to start kicking balls at me. So people were playing soccer, and I got hit by one of the balls. Now there's a big field right in front of me, but they were kicking it right next to me, and they just kept hitting the side of the walls, and then skateboarders would come by, and all normal stuff, but they make it a point to try to disrupt your flow, your energy flow, and disrupt your ability to relax. And I also realized that every time they hit a ball near me, they would hit hit me with some type of image of a ball hitting me in the head or a skateboard hitting me in the head, and they just kept doing that over and over and over again. And I thought it was getting kind of old and annoying, and so luckily the greatest one has got my back and handles a lot of those situations on the spiritual realm, because they're basically ganging up on you and attacking you. And I was doing nothing but sitting there watching a nature documentary while enjoying my day. Um, and so I found it funny. I was having a conversation the previous day with these people who were like, "Do you believe in Jesus Christ?" and all sort of stuff. And one of the funny things that they said is that even devil worshippers are shocked at what the devil does. Like, even devil worshippers are shocked when the Twin Towers went down, because some of the things that are going on are so, you know, jaw-dropping and so unbelievable that it defies reality. And you have to realize that these entities, are going overboard, doing everything that they possibly can to hurt you and disrupt you. Anyway, so, and that includes mind control, wiping your mind, and just ruining your day. And so I was having a great day, a great time, and it actually started off when I first got there. Some food was dropped off, and I grabbed a couple of sandwiches. The first thing that happened was I got this mind control saying that, why don't you give your extra sandwich away? Give it away, give it away. Why don't you do that? And they just kept pushing that point. And I just came back with the point that, well, if someone asks for it, then I'll give it to them. But there's no reason why I need to jump up and start handing out food. Not only that, there's food right over there. And I guess they had set that up previously. Um, so them and their children are constantly conspiring to disrupt you and to hurt you in some way. And it's an all day thing for me. I'm guessing because there's also a parasitic entity inside of me, and it just keeps going on and on and on, and it's constantly trying to gain control. Anyway, so I spent most of the day trying to rest and trying to relax, but at the same time being harassed. And it's an all day thing. They don't stop. It's very disruptive to your life, and the only thing you can do is just keep pushing through and keep a smile on your face, knowing that obviously something big is coming down the line. Um, they know it. That's why they're acting this way. That's why, and one of the things that I find very funny is that it follows you. They follow you wherever you go. So you're under constant surveillance. And it's really funny because, one, I used to think that, we had a constitution. We had all these laws that people should abide by. I mean, that's why we have police officers. But, as I've done my research, you realize that, they're all a part of the same type of clique, mob. And the law is not something that they feel they need to follow, especially when it comes to your personal freedoms, of right to life, peace, and the pursuit of happiness. They've thrown that out the door. That's a big lie that they use probably to manipulate people and to brainwash them into thinking that everything is a-okay while they're conducting huge government things of government surveillance and mind control experiments, and generally trying to turn people into robots. And for me, meditation and just trying to be happy in the face of that is a difficult thing, and you just have to push through. And I knew you can kind of tell when something's going to piss them off. When people I have to go and get food, and one of the things they like to do is follow me around and talk to their children, their chimera, and set you up to get arrested. And so one of the things that was great is that I can just go and get food now and not have to worry about that. I have to travel a little bit, but I don't have to, because they give away free food, I don't have to worry too much, and I don't have to go into one of their fake churches and beg, and I don't have to beg on the street. And so, that's a whole nother psychological issue that they have, that they want to break you down and shame you. And that's a part of the shaming. I'm sure they have a whole program set up to make fun of you when you're begging. And, I have begged before, and, I gave the example. I just wanted a couple of dollars so I can get a sandwich, and I asked some white guy, and he was like, I only carry hundreds on me. One thing I've realized, I've never successfully been able to beg for any money. They always, shame you. Anyway, tonight I went to go pick something up, and they have the ability to speak to you, mimic certain things that go on in your astral body when you're communicating with spirits. And so they mimic those entities, that give you confidence and love. And so they do that to manipulate you as well. And so maybe it's the parasite that's in me, but it was manipulating me and saying, oh, everything is it wasn't saying that, but it gives you like a little heartbeat, a little bump. And it knows what you're thinking, it knows how you're thinking, and it's actively working to hurt you. And so I'm sure it already had communicated, or they had communicated already where I was going, what I'm doing. And they have that capability because they're like a super organism. They all can speak to each other. And so they already knew. And so as soon as I walked in the store, one of the guys was already on me. And you have to wonder How does that happen that quickly? I've worked in retail. I know that there's no way to monitor every single person that comes in there and does anything. But for some reason, everywhere I go, they know exactly what I'm doing, and they're watching all the freaking time. And so they already grabbed me earlier this week, and they'll try to probably keep doing it because something's coming up, and they have been unsuccessful at stealing whatever it is that they're trying to steal, copy, steal, whatever. And you know they've been unsuccessful. They've been unsuccessful in mimicking and doing whatever it is that they need to do. And so and yes, they're extremely petty, um, and they're without morals. So they will do whatever it takes, even destroy your. And I'm one of the examples. They will destroy your life and not think twice about it. And so just saying, keep the smiles up, keep the energy high, and try to push forward and move on. Because I'm thinking that for me, the attacks have increased significantly. The tailing and the surveillance has increased significantly, and I'm pretty sure that they've got some type of plan out there to get rid of all of us, or to do something very bad. And it's the only way we're going to get out of it is by prayer and the belief in the greatest one, and sticking to a plan that can expose them in your own way, and just being positive, and but also being honest and truthful with yourself, and knowing what they're up to. So just wanted to peace out with that. I'm gonna try to have a good night, and forget about some of the things that happened today, and move on. And one day this thing will possibly be out of me, and I'll be able to have a peaceful life. So peace out, fam. Hope all is well.